Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping straight into some really specialized AV tech.
Yeah, the kind you'd find inside a major sports stadium.
Exactly. Our mission is to unpack a piece of hardware that's being called a game changer. It's the Thor Broadcast H-4SDI-ATSC-IPLL.
It's a mouthful, I know. But the name, it actually tells you everything. It's got 4 SDI channels. It broadcasts on ATSC.
Which is just standard digital TV, right?
Right. And
Yeah.
IPLL part stands for IP low latency. People keep calling it the fastest professional encoder out there for live video.
Okay, so that's the core of it. We're talking about a multi-channel unit where speed is, well, everything. Latency is the big enemy here.
It is.
So why does that delay matter so much in a stadium or, an arena?
Well, think about it. If you're watching the Jumbotron and the video lags even a fraction of a second behind what's happening right there on the field, it completely breaks the immersion.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's more than that. Modern stadiums, they use this stuff for instant replay reviews. If the ref is looking at a screen that's lagging, it throws the whole decision-making process off. That feed has to be near zero latency.
Got it. So let's look at the quality coming in. The unit takes 4 HD-SDI inputs. For anyone listening, what is SDI? Why is that the standard?
SDI is basically the gold standard. It's for when you absolutely cannot afford any compression or quality loss from the camera. It's what the pros use.
And this unit is built for that.
Oh, yeah. It takes all the major high-def formats you'd expect, 1080p, 1080i, 720p, and it goes all the way up to 60 frames per second. Like 1080p 60. That's the quality baseline.
So you have top-tier quality coming in, but that's useless if you're just sitting there waiting for it to encode. This is where we get to the speed secret, right?
70 milliseconds.
That's the magic number, 70 millis.
If the typical pro encoder is closer to, 250 milliseconds, is that difference really something you can see? Oh, absolutely. And it definitely counts in those applications we just talked about. That 70 ms figure is why this thing is so disruptive.
Is that big a deal?
It is. When you cut the delay down that much, your live feed is practically instantaneous. That's critical for instant replay. It lets venues upgrade their entire video hub, their headend, without having to worry about lag.
And what's interesting is the flexibility here. It handles both MPEG-2 and H.264 codecs. Why give people both options?
Because a lot of venues are a mix of old and new tech. You need that older MPEG-2 support for legacy screens that might still be around, but you also need the modern, efficient H.264 for all the new displays and for streaming.
So it's about future-proofing and backward compatibility at the same time.
Exactly. And it has variable bit rates, so you can tailor the stream for any screen or network you have.
Now, let's talk about how versatile this box is. It's a triple threat. It can be just an encoder, a modulator, or an IPTV server, or all three at once.
Yeah, the signal can go out 3 different ways, which covers pretty much any scenario.
So break those down for us.
Okay, so first you've got ATSC. That's your traditional RF output. You send it over coax cable to any regular TV in the building. Simple.
And number 2?
Number 2 is IPTV streaming. This is for your network-connected displays. It handles all the usual protocols, RTP, RTSP, UDP, and crucially, IGMP multicast.
Multicast. That's the one that's super efficient for sending a signal to thousands of screens, right?
You got it. You send the signal out once, and thousands of devices can pick it up without crushing your network.
And the third one?
And the third is the ASI output. This is a really high bandwidth link for a contribution, like sending the feedback to a main broadcast center for more processing. And you manage all of this from a simple web page.
So to sum it all up, you have this ultra-low latency 4-channel HD video powerhouse.
Yeah.
And the real story here is the cost. A unit with this speed and versatility for under $5,000. I mean, that would have been $20,000 just a few years back.
For sure. And that brings up a really interesting question for you, the listener. If this kind of professional, ultra-fast encoding power for 4 channels is now this affordable, how could this change things for smaller organizations?
Not just stadiums.
Right. Think corporate campuses, hospitals, universities. How could they use this to manage their own internal live video and get that same professional, near-instant quality everywhere?
Something to think about.
Uh-huh.
And that is all the time we have for this deep dive. We hope you feel a little more informed about how all this pro AV magic actually works. We'll see you next time.